Hey everyone, happy Friday and welcome to another episode of Day in Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. So it was a pretty big day in the shop today, and if you saw the thumbnail of today's video, you know that this car got test driven, what the heck is that? Test driven on the actual road, and so yeah, that's a pretty big deal. And this little 40 horse just really purrs. It's feels like a great motor. Took me a while messing around with the idle and stuff to get it where I was happy with it. But yeah, it is good to go now. And yeah, so yeah, other than putting the sticker on the air cleaner, I think this puppy is done. And so the other thing that I did today was actually even before I test drove it, I went ahead and pulled off his wheels and tires. So I think I mentioned before, we're going to powder coat the wheels and then paint them appropriately. And then he's getting 1-inch white walls on it. So went ahead and pulled his wheels today and put these rollers on it, which actually, I hate to say it, but I think it looks kind of cool. Looks like an old school rally car. Anyway, but yeah, so those are just rollers that are on there now. His are in a pile somewhere back there. And so Jacob actually drilled off the broken clips. Ralph and I will put new hubcap clips on. I think there was maybe out of the 5 wheels, maybe 3 clips that were broken. So again, Jacob drilled those out. Ralph and I will replace those on Monday, probably Monday morning. And then I'll take those over for powder coating and get them on their merry way to looking amazing. And so yeah, this thing is pretty much just waiting for its new wheels and tires, and then I will be putting some more confidence miles on it. But yeah, running bitchin'. Again, this is a 1385 cc big bore 40 horse, and you know, on these 40 horses it actually makes a pretty big difference going from roughly 1200 cc's to almost 1400. When you think about it as a percentage, it's a pretty decent little boost. So yeah, they run good. I pretty much, anytime we do a 40 horse, I pretty much just, without even thinking about it, automatically make them all 1385s. Actually, now that I think about that, I think this one was already a 1385. And I believe the 40 horse in this buggy was also already a 1385. So somebody beat me to it, but yeah, even if they weren't, we would have done it anyway. No brainer. So yeah, pretty exciting and big day for this car today, and really drives really nice. It's just a great little car. So excited to get the owner back this beauty here in the not too distant future. So the other car that I test drove today, test drove 2 cars. And you know what? I'll put a short video clip of test driving both of these cars up. So look out for that. I'll try and get that up tonight. Also, if not tonight, then tomorrow. Just one of my like very short test drive videos. This thing is a hoot to drive. The motor is a 1776. I don't know anything about it other than obviously it's got this little tri-mill header on it, and it's got this little 2-barrel center mount carb, but this little motor rips. And of course, these buggies don't weigh much. I don't know what they weigh, but I'm guessing maybe 1,000 pounds, maybe, if I had to take a guess. And I just took this thing kind of around the parking lot. We have our own parking lot here, which you guys have seen. It's kind of like long and skinny, and then it's like an L that goes along the front of the building, but then it connects to another parking lot, which is just like a big open space. And so that's where I filmed my test drive in this thing. And the parking lot was pretty empty, and it's a pretty decent sized parking lot. So I actually got on this thing pretty hard back there, and it frickin' scoots and running really good. The only thing is I did start hearing a sound which sounded like a throwout bearing. So it was only making the sound when I would push in the clutch, which kind of says, hey, I'm a throwout bearing making that sound. But the good news is that engines are extremely easy to pull out of buggies because they pretty much just come straight back. So I will probably go ahead and replace the throwout bearing. And then, yeah, I got to put some more miles on this car, which I'm actually looking forward to because this thing is like ridiculously fun to drive. And then, yeah, owner can come get it. We did actually test out the lights today, Jacob and I, and it looks like everything's working. High beams, low beams, turn signals, brake lights, running lights, all that good stuff. So this thing is pretty much ready to go other than probably the throwout bearing, which again, super easy job on a buggy. So the other big thing that happened today, if you caught a glimpse of it earlier, is that the Van Halen motor is back, and we had it up on the dyno, and this thing rips. So the engine builder, I'm not going to go into detail. Let me just say that a mistake was made putting the motor together that was causing it to be loud. I don't really want to go into what he did, but he fixed it. He took care of it. Motor is quiet now, and it runs good. We played around with the carburetors a little bit, got them tuned up, and this little thing sounds amazing. I mean, the throttle response on it is killer. We did do a very brief dyno pull, which I think I put the sheet away already. But it made, he stopped pulling at 5,500 RPMs. And at 5,500 RPMs, it was making 132 horsepower. And looking at the curves, even though he stopped there, you could tell it would have easily kept going. If he had gone to say 65, I have 6 or 65, I have no doubt it would have kept pulling. So I would say this is about 140, maybe 150 horsepower motor. The torque it made peak was, I think, 147 foot-pounds of torque. But the dyno didn't start until 33,000 some odd RPMs, and the torque curve was already kind of coming down. So I think peak torque probably would have been around maybe 2,500 to 3,000 RPMs and would have been even higher. So this thing, in addition to being, I think, a stump puller torque-wise, is also going to make some pretty nice power, probably up around 6,500. It'll probably be done by 6,500. But again, I'm thinking 140 horse easily out of this thing. So it's going to rip in that little car. So I think my plan is tomorrow, Saturday. Of course, I've seemed to be in the habit of always working on Saturdays now, especially since I've got some free work I have to do. I'd rather just get it out of the way. So I think I'm going to come in tomorrow and plug this thing back into the cowlick car. And then I will be back where I left off as far as, getting this car done. So yeah, that will probably happen tomorrow. So those of you that like to follow the channel, keep your eyes out tomorrow evening. I'm pretty sure there's going to be an episode, and I'm pretty sure this motor is going to be in the cowlick car. I don't know what else I'm going to do tomorrow, but mainly my point is going to be to get this thing back in the car and get it running and so on. So other than a trip to Wolfsburg West today for picking up some parts, and of course our paint and body guy working more on the 69 bay window, which again, there's nothing really to show at the moment for that. That would be it for today, guys. So thanks for watching, guys, and I guess I'll see you again tomorrow.